Hi, my name is Samantha Scipioni. I'm originally from New York and I moved to North Carolina in 2010. Sometimes you're happy and sometimes you're sad, but the world goes round. Sometimes you lose every nickel that you had, but the world goes round. Sometimes your dreams get broken in pieces, but that doesn't matter at all. Take it from me, there's still gonna be a summer, a winter, a spring, and a fall. And sometimes a friend starts treating you bad, but the world goes round. And sometimes your heart breaks with a deafening sound. Somebody loses and somebody wins, and one day it's kicks, ha! Then it's kicks in the shins, but the planet spins and the world goes round and round and round and round and round. The world goes round and round and round and round. My favorite memory was probably just getting close to my senior class this past year, because COVID kind of messed everything up for us, but being able to finally just laugh and talk and hang out has honestly made me the happiest person ever. So yeah. I stole a tuba. And then a trombone, and then a couple saxophones. I broke into the band room one day after school and I took some musical instruments. And then I tried to pawn them. I mean, I didn't really have a good reason why. Well, the band room was unlocked. I guess that's the reason. 90 minutes later, cops are at my doors and they put me in cuffs. And since I stole stuff from the school I go to, you know, like a genius, I got expelled. So there it is.
My name is Grayce Gereb, and I'm originally from Columbus, Ohio. Louie's always so pleasant. Louie's always so fair. Louie makes you feel present. Louie's generous. That's the thing about Louie. Louie always is there. Louie's thoughts are not hard to follow. Louie's art is not hard to swallow. Not that Louie's perfection, that's what makes him ideal. Hardly anything worth objection. Louie drinks a bit, Louie blinks a bit, Louie makes a connection. That's the thing that you feel. We lose things, and then we choose things. And there are Louis, and there are Georges. Well, Louis and George, but George has George, and I need someone Louis. Everybody loves Louis, him as well as his cakes. Everybody loves Louis, me included, George. Not afraid to be gooey. Louis sells what he makes. Everybody gets along with him. That's the trouble. Nothing's wrong with him. Louis has to make his way. George can only make his. Louis it is!
What will you miss most about ECU?
I'm gonna miss the people here so much. I have made a lot of connections with not only my classmates, but like the classes underneath me and the faculty members here. I just feel like I've created a community here, and I'm really gonna miss the sense of community when I leave.
Listen, I'm not into the whole men thing. Or I didn't think I was. Still not completely on board, to be perfectly honest. But before I met you, I'd never met a guy that I could stand to be around as much as I stand to be around my sisters, which is on its own a little bit limited, depends on my mood. But the point is, if you think that you could be happy in a sexless but not loveless relationship with me, I think that I could be very happy with you. Could you do that?
Hi, my name is Nazmokeem Harvey, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. No, nobody's hanging himself, Willie. I ran down 11 flights with a pen in my hand today, and suddenly, I stopped. You hear me? I stopped in the middle of that office building, and I saw... Do you hear this? I stopped in the middle of that building, and I saw the sky. I saw all the things I loved in this world. The work, and the food, and the time to sit and smoke. And I looked down at the pen, and I said to myself, what the hell am I grabbing this for? Why am I trying to become someone I don't want to be? What am I doing in an office building making a contemptuous begging fool of myself when all I want is out there, waiting for me, the minute I say I know who I am? Why can't I say that, Willie?
What fuels you as an artist?
Connection. I would have to say connection really fuels me because the give and take of energy is just... A new town is a blue town. Hey, who do you know can show me what you can do, town? There's no red carpet at your feet. If you're not tough, they'll try to beat you down in a new blue town. The old town is not like the old town. It won't take long to find that you're in a cold town. But you know you can lick it. Didn't buy a round-trip ticket to this cold, cold new blue town. Well, nobody asked me to come here, and nobody asked me to stay. Made up my own mind, and I'll know that I'll find my own way. Since that first day when I said hi, town, they damn well tried to make me say goodbye, town. But I won't leave until I make it my town. They'll see this one-horse, two-bit hick of a new town ain't gonna lick me.
Hi, my name's Nikki Neuberger, and I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. Happy days are here again. The skies above are clear again. So let's sing a song of cheer again. Happy days are into theater in the first place was I went to a school for dyslexic kids, and the musical was a really big deal. I don't know why, but it was. We all kind of obsessed over it. And so the first musical was Annie that I ever did, and I performed as Molly, and I was really nervous, and I was really shy. Like, I never talked to anyone. I never opened my mouth to say anything. And then I was in the show, and I felt more confident about myself. And it sounds silly, but I knew that that's what I wanted to do ever since then.
I'm Emily Phoebus, and I'm from Wake Forest, North Carolina.
7 a.m. the usual morning lineup. Start of the chores and sweep till the floor's all clean. Polish and wax, do laundry and mop and shine up. Sweep again, and by then it's like 7:15, and so I'll read a book, or maybe 2 or 3. I'll add a few new paintings to my gallery. I'll play guitar and knit and cook it basically. Just wonder, when will my life begin? Then after lunch it's puzzles and darts and baking. Paper mache, a bit of ballet and chess. Pottery and ventriloquy, candle making. Then I'll stretch, maybe sketch, take a climb, sew a dress, and I'll reread the books if I have time to spare. I'll paint the wall some more, I'm sure there's room somewhere. And then I'll brush and brush and brush and brush my hair, stuck in the same place I've always been. I could go running and racing and dancing and chasing and leaping and bounding, hair flying, heart pounding and splashing and reeling and finally feeling. Now's when my life
Since I was like 5 years old. My dad and my mom both did theater, and that's where they met, and all of my family friends did theater, so it just kind of was something that I was born and raised into, but I really like it. It brings me a lot of joy, and other people joy, which is nice.
Hi, my name is William Sutton, and I am from LaGrange, North Carolina. I was the one who had it all. I was the master of my fate. I never needed anybody in my life. I learned the truth too late. I'll never shake away the pain. I closed my eyes, but she's still there. I let her steal into my melancholy heart. It's more than I can bear. Now I know she'll never leave me, even as she runs away. She will still torment me, call me, hurt me, move me, come what may. Wasting in my lonely tower, waiting by an open door. I'll fool myself, she'll walk right in and be with me forevermore. Oh, ahaha, my first musical in high school, it wasn't Beauty and the Beast, it was The King and I, but that's boring. The first one that I enjoyed was Beauty and the Beast, and I got to play Gaston, and my little company that I was in was fortunate enough. We had a lot of money, not a lot of talent. But they like dolled me up and like got me this nice wig. I still have it on a mannequin in my bedroom. It watches me. But I did that number, and I did the whole show with all my best friends from high school, and there's one girl I had a crush on. So it was like just the perfect thing. So it always has a place in my heart, specifically Gaston, but the Beast is okay too. You have done that you should be sorry for. There is no terror, Cassius, in your threats, for I am armed so strong with honesty, they pass by me as the idle wind which I respect not. I did send to you for certain sums of gold, which you denied me, for I can raise no money by vile means. By heaven, I had rather coin my heart and drop my blood for drachmas than to wring from the hard hands of peasants their vile trash by any indirection. I did send you for gold to pay my legions, which you denied me. Was that done like Cassius? Should I have answered Caius Cassius so? Oh, when Marcus Brutus grows so covetous as to lock such rascal counters from his friends, be ready, gods, with all your thunderbolts, and dash him to pieces.
My name is Keagan Kermode, and I'm from Roswell, New Mexico. I wake in the loneliness of sunrise, when the deep purple heaven turns blue, and start to pray as I pray each day that I'll hear some word from you. I have found her, she's my angel, with the dust of the stars in your eyes. We are dancing and flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver flaked sea, and ask the moon, oh how soon will my love come home to me? Will my love come home to
What got you into theater?
My family, probably. I would say I started out as a dancer, and I shifted into theater when I was in high school. Partly because my family was into theater. My aunt is an actress, and she was a big inspiration for me. My mom was involved in the theater. My grandma was involved in the theater, so it's kind of a family business.
Why is it your school? Why am I always in the wrong? Why do I have to listen to you when you have zero to say? Because I'm young? All my life I've been young, so I never get a turn? This school's lost, if you ask me, lost. You know, everybody talks to me like I'm the one. You know, I should change. Why should I change? I never even got to find out who I am, and you want me to change? That's crazy. You tell me I'm bad before I even get to be anything. What the hell is that, original sin or something? I read Plato. I read him on a park bench in the Bronx. Let me tell you something. Plato, he wasn't afraid. Diogenes, he wasn't afraid. Socrates, he wasn't afraid of anything. They were men. Why are you the headmaster and I'm the student? Do you understand? I have to earn your respect, but you don't have to earn mine? What is that? It's you that wants the A before you even start. But when I ask for the same thing, I'm nuts, right? I'm not going to cry. This school has been a miracle for me, but not because of you. Because somebody, Mr. Hoffman, finally saw me. And more than that, somebody, a grown person, decided I was good before I was good. And you want to take me out of that? Let me tell you something. I never met your God, and I never want to.
My name is Tenayjah Hawkins, and I am from Greensboro, North Carolina. Some got chances, some got choices, some got freedom in these states. Colored women got few chances, got few choices on our plate. Mama told me there are limits for dark-skinned girls stuck in this light-skinned world. Once in a while, I lose myself in dreams. Silly girl, full of silly schemes. Now along comes a man whose skin is white and pale, shiny full of shiny tails. He says he'll make the people hear me. He'll force this world to finally see me. Is he a lie like every other man? Or Lord, could he somehow help to free me? Mama told me not to dream big, but Mama lives a life running scared. I am stronger, and I'll fight longer. I'll do what Mama never even dared. Colored woman with few chances has to do what she must do. I will make my colored dreams come true. For this is one colored woman who will color her life her way.
Why did you pick these pieces?
I picked these pieces because I love being black. Oftentimes in the theater world, we don't really see people that look like me, so I just felt like it was right to showcase my blackness and how much I love being a black woman. Nah, you bought a den for Darnell, that's what you did. You can't just surprise me with a new house and I'm supposed to say, oh, Darnell, that's nice. At one time I would have, but I'm not 17 no more. I have responsibilities. I'm not thinking about where to put the TV. That's not what's important to me. And you're supposed to know that, Darnell. You're supposed to know what's important to me like I'm supposed to know what's important to you. You just did it all wrong, Darnell. I mean, you did the right thing, but you just did it all wrong.
My name is Grayce Mosier, and I am from Fuquay, Varina, North Carolina. Why do you hate me? Because you think me wrong? No. Because I have, you think, power over you. It is the power that you hate so deeply that any atmosphere of free discussion is impossible. It's not unlikely, it's impossible. Isn't it? Isn't it? Now, the thing which you find so cruel is the self-same process of selection I and my group go through every day of our lives. Is it unfair? I can't tell you. But even if it is fair, or if it is just unfortunate but necessary, then by God, so must it be for you. Now you know. Do you see what it is to be subject to that power? A joke you told, the sexist tinge, the language you use, a verbal or physical caress. Yes, yes, I know, you say it was meaningless. I understand. I differ from you. To lay a hand on someone's shoulder, I say it was not. I say it was not. Don't you begin to see? Don't you begin to understand? It's not for you to say. Do you hold yourself in? You fool! Who do you think I am to come here and be taken in by a smile? You think I want revenge? I don't want revenge. I want understanding. I would love to be Elle Woods and Legally Blonde. I would love to do that. That's like #1 for me. I don't know if I'll get there. That would be really cool. And then like profession-wise is I would just like to direct. Just any sort of passion projects that people have or that I have. I think that's sort of a more realistic goal. But going up high, Elle Woods. I would love to be Elle Woods. I love that musical and I love that character. So we're keeping that one in sight.
My name is Emma Herlong, and I am from Kinston, North Carolina. Oh God, what is this feeling? This malaise that's clutched my chest and put me in a daze. The flu. It must be. What else could it be that's really, truly irritating me? Oh, it happened when I met that man, that prince. It couldn't be. It's coincidence. I need to breathe to get my balance back. Am I too young to have a heart attack? My knees are weak. What an insufferable man! Confusing me. That's got to be his plan. And he succeeded! No, he hasn't. No. Why? I couldn't be in love. Why, it would show. So, if it isn't love, what can it be? Good God. The world is at my very feet. Men gather at my door just to compete for any crumb that I might care to throw. Why should I care if one of them says no? Why now? Why him? He despises me. So I'll show him the same capacity. That ought to send him crawling back to me. Oh, the perfect game!
Why did you pick these pieces to perform today?
I just have a lot of fun with them. I have good memories attached to Homefront because we did a scene in class, and that was one of the first successful Meisner scenes that I did. And The Princess of Alice is just so fun and like so big and over the top, and I feel like I'm not a very big and over the top person, so getting to do that is fun for me. What only child? Me, an only child? You think that I want to be an only child? I'm sorry, but that is the stupidest thing that I have ever heard in my entire life. What gives you the nerve to say that to me? I mean, where do you think you get off saying that to me? No. Not gonna lose my temper. All right. If you think that I got all the attention while you were gone, and I could see how that might really upset you, me getting all of Mother's affections lavished onto me, I could see how that might really bother you. But if that's what you think happened, you are wrong. Sorry. Every other word that was said in this house was Jeremy. I wonder where Jeremy is. I wonder what the weather is like where Jeremy is. I wonder what Jeremy is doing right now. Maybe you would have been moved more by watching Mother call up every relative we have and every friend we have so she could read your letters over the phone and cry. Or maybe you would have found it moving watching Daddy passing around your pictures at work to all the cashiers and then having to go and sit in his office for an hour or so. Or maybe you would have been moved by hearing the cassette that you sent home coming out of their bedroom at 3 o'clock in the morning because they couldn't sleep. But I guess you suffered too much to have anything but contempt for what anybody else felt. You weren't there, right? So, we're not affected.
My name is Julia DeSena, and I'm from Long Island, New York. Then I confess, here on my knee before high heaven and you, that before you and next unto high heaven, I love your son. My friends were poor, but honest. So is my love. Be not offended, for it hurts not him that he is loved of me. I follow him not by any token of presumptuous suit, nor would I have him till I do deserve him, yet never know where that desert should be. I know I love in vain, strive against hope, yet in this captious and untenable sieve I still pour in the waters of my love, and lack not to lose still, thus Indian-like, religious in mine error. I adore the sun that looks upon his worshipper, but knows of him no more. My dearest madam, let not your hate encounter with my love, for loving where you do, but if yourself, whose aged honor cites a virtuous youth, did ever in so true a flame of liking, wish chastely and love dearly that your Dian was both herself and love, oh, then give pity to her, whose state is such that cannot choose but lend and give where she is sure to lose, that seeks not to find what her search implies, but riddle-like lives sweetly where she dies.
What is like your dream role or dream movie, dream?
Oh, I actually have an answer for this. Like, I really do. I love the 70s, and my dream role is to play a journalist, detective from the 70s and catching a serial killer.
Very, very Silence of the Lambs. Very
Yeah,
good.
no, that's what I want. Just like smoke a cigarette and like have these giant glasses. Are you free next Friday? My parents are having a housewarming party at their new place on August 2nd. And if you and I hit it off and start seriously dating, that would be the perfect opportunity for you to meet my parents. So, naturally, I'd like to set aside several healthy-sized dates before then. Because if we don't, my parents might be skeptical of our relationship, which would be disastrous for our future when you eventually pop the question. Not only would my entire family be uncomfortable and uncertain during the ceremony, but it might also bleed into our 15-day honeymoon in St. Martin. And it would be awful if you had to deal with skeptical in-laws down the road, especially over something as stupid as not setting aside 14 healthy-sized dates before then. Think about how a family conflict like that could affect our little Jocelyn. Oh, Jocelyn, middle child. First Brian, then Jocelyn, and then our little Madison. Do you not like the name Madison?